sometimes I think my camera overheats, so I don't know if I've lost all of my intro and everything else. So if I have to start over again, hi, I'm Shelly, and I started my makeup already. I thought I would do like a little get ready with me date night thing. I'm using the Mcgrath Celestial Divinity palette. It looks like this, and it's largely shimmers and metallics. We have 3 mattes in here, this kind of mauve pink color, a deep sort of rich chestnut brown, and kind of a plum, almost looks magenta in the monitor. And then a lot of other colors, and some of them shift different colors between whether or not you're looking at them directly on or whether or not you're looking at them from the side. It's a lot of fun colors, and one of the things I've learned from Mother Pat is that some of these, even the darker mattes, will actually sheer out pretty well so that you can end up working them as a transition shade, just as an FYI. What did I put on here? I used a Becca under eye brightener. I used my Natasha Denona. This is the Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation in 45N. I used a little bit of the Natasha Denona concealer too. I do have a couple Pat McGrath foundations, but I didn't use them today because, frankly, they're gonna be too light because I think I've picked up color on my recent Mexico trip. Okay, I am gonna grab your Mineral Glow bronzer. I used this in a recent video and actually really like it. So I'm just gonna grab a little angled brush and we're just gonna do a little contouring, bronzing. It's like all of a sudden you got cheekbones where you didn't have them before. So now that I'm back and hopefully my camera's behaving like it should. But this is a channel where we're just ladies of a certain age and we're just playing, and I'm not a makeup artist. I am not sponsored, I'm not affiliated, I don't get anything in PR, at least not now. And that's probably not ever, but I do, you know, enjoy playing with makeup. And some of the things we'd like to know is, you know, can we get multiple looks from the same palette? Does that make it a good investment for us? Do we really need it in your collection? One of the things you get from me is, because I'm not paid to do these, you get the real deal. I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use as far as lips go? I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath Lip Pencil. I think this is in Suburbia. And lip liner on, and since it's date night, might as well use the good stuff. Okay, so this is the color. I use this one in Cabo all the time. When we were down there, I use that almost every day. So I'm not gonna use that one because I've used that, well, at least not right now, I'm not going to. I think this is the one I used in the last video. Yeah, this one is a good one. It's a little dark. It might be good for date night now that I think about it, but again, with the little lips on the case, you know, it looks like that. Super pretty. It's just a little, it's a good fall color, just a little dark. And I feel like I'm gonna go a lot, I'm gonna end up doing a lot of drama with the eyes. This one may be actually really dark. Oh yeah, that's super dark. You know what, maybe I'll, and that's matte too, maybe I'll layer that with something. That might be okay. We're just going through these to see which one I wanna use. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, that might be good to layer with that super dark color, huh? You know what? I'm gonna stop looking. I mean, but I've got all these little mini Pat McGrath lipsticks. I have a lot of them. Get them in the kits. I think they're like 25 bucks to buy like 3 of them in a kit. And if you want to try out the formula, you know what? We're gonna ombre this out here. We're gonna put a little bit on the dark on the outside, and then we're gonna go in with a lighter one. At this point in time, I don't know what I'm gonna wear, but it's gonna have to be something that's not gonna compete with that red. I wasn't really expecting it to be quite that red. That's red. I'm gonna go over it with a lighter color here. I am not sure where we're going with this look, so we're gonna start with that and kind of balance things out a little bit here. Then we'll figure out what we need to do with our lives here. Okay, that's a lot. I don't have blush on yet. So I picked up another one of these ColourPop blushes from the Garden Variety collection, I think. But this was a little different color. I think I've got, well, I have Terran My Heart, maybe, which is kind of more of a apricot color. This one seems a little bit more pink. Dab a little bit of this on here. What color is this? This is Desert Rose. That's appropriate. I think it looks like kind of desert rosy-ish. Trying not to blind you guys with the mirror. Yeah, I like that. I'm glad I chose this. So far, so good. Let's do some eyeshadow before my husband gets home, because he's gonna be like, hey, you ready to go yet? And I'm like, ah, I'm still in a sweatshirt and leggings, because probably not gonna do much with my hair either, truth be told. Maybe I'll put part of it back. Or actually, you know what? That's not bad. So I leave it like that. Maybe a little clip or something back here. I don't know what I'm gonna wear, so I probably should have done that part first. But I'm gonna actually go in with this, the lightest matte in here, this pink shade, and we're gonna give that a little whirl here. What are you wearing as far as color stories these days? Are you changing it up, or do you do the same thing every day? Are you getting creative? Do you wear pinks in some days and oranges other days and greens and purples, or are you gray neutral, taupe neutral, or warmer colored neutrals? I'm just curious. I think most days, most daytime days, I stick to just a couple shadows because I'm usually wearing glasses and I keep things relatively light. But on days like today where I've got contacts on because I wasn't lazy and then we're going out, which I usually don't wear glasses on date night, it's just kind of fun to try something else. So I have this pink like transition shade. I think I want to use this one. It's kind of like more of an acidy green. Pink and green. Why not? I'm doing it kind of on my center of my lid, and I think that is really pretty. I need a little different mirror though. Oh yeah. Boy, that is really pretty. I like this. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. And that's another question for you guys. Do you guys do one complete eye at a time, or do you go back and forth like I do? That color is like a greenish, goldish color, and I really like it. I don't know if I need to stay with the purpley theme. I think I'm going to use that dark brown in here on the outer corner. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I don't want my makeup to be too distracting for dinner. To go back into that pink. I didn't put any more on this. I'm just going to buff it up here a little bit. All right. So I've been back officially from our little vacation for a week. And today is the first day that I've been able to film anything because I've been catching up on work and stuff, which, you know, happens. You go on vacation and like your work doesn't get done while you're gone. So, and I could have worked from there. I mean, being in a virtual environment, I think I probably could have got just as much accomplished. Well, maybe not just as much accomplished, but I would have had things accomplished down there. Maybe the bare minimum, but I just decided to just take vacation day because, you know, obviously we didn't go anywhere else. So I just used some of the vacation time. We can't carry over a vacation where I work. You got to use it or lose it. So I decided to go ahead and use it. I'm glad I didn't do like a staycation because frankly, if I was just home, I would feel like I just have to work and do stuff and I wouldn't have actually taken any time off. Getting out of town made a huge difference in my productivity and my energy level and everything else. I can tell you that even though I had filled my calendar coming back from vacation, I got so much done. I had such a successful week, you guys. I feel so good about that. It was exactly what I needed as far as like being innovative and thinking outside of the box and being creative and being, you know, my job requires me to be able to sort of bob and weave and try different things. And I felt like this week I got out of my rut and I got it done. I am super grateful. I think that the sunshine helped. I don't have anything that's like screaming, wow, date night. That's, you know, really special. So I might have to doctor this up a little bit here. I think the colors are simple. They work together. They're flattering. I think I want to use this shade right here on the inner portion of my eye to kind of brighten it up. I just need to get a smaller brush here. It's that small, like close set hooded eye thing where you don't have a ton of real estate. You want to maximize it a little bit. Okay, so some people were curious, if you haven't seen everybody else in the world's review on this, some people were curious about the size of the pan. Like, why was this palette only $78 where ones that are smaller or cost more? The pan size is smaller. But frankly, that doesn't bother me because there is no way I'm gonna hit pan on all of these shimmers. This is a special occasion palette for me. This is not an everyday palette. Now, would I wear it every day if this was the only palette I had? Sure. Would I wear it every day if I were on vacation? Yeah. I'm a little concerned about not having a ton of mattes to use, but the ones that they give me are usable. Like I'm fine with them. And if you have a bronzer handy or a blush handy, you've got other things you can work with. Like you can multitask. I don't know that this is quite special enough right now for date night, but I'm gonna keep going. I just grabbed a little bit more of that pink to kind of buff that top line. I want to do this dark purple. I can't tell what colors this shifts to. I mean, like you've got your golds, your coppers, your whatever. You've got kind of like your blues and greens. You've got a number of purples and pinks. This color feels like it's supposed to be like a really dark, rich purple. And that is going to help me ombre out that, I'm going to drag it down here too, that green. So we did that like kind of like goldish champagne color to the green. And then we've got this like deep purple that I put just kind of over the top of that matte brown. Yeah, that's all right. As far as like date night goes, you know, like what were you used to doing before coronavirus? And what do you guys do now? Like, are you doing picnics? Do you do, you know, are you cooking more at home together? I think everybody sort of did that across the country. But are you doing more? Are you still doing that? I mean, do you have like a fancy date night dinner at home, or are you eating out more? I think our movie theater might have opened up. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the green. So I don't know if our movie theater really is open. I couldn't even tell you like what might be playing. That we have 2 movie theaters in the town that I live in, and one of them is like, you know, kind of feels a little bit more older, and then one of them is new, like 10 screens, whatever type thing. They have a VIP lounge, and I think it's like adults only. It's a little bit more money, but you get the good chairs and you can drink wine and stuff in there. Wow, these colors blend out so pretty. This is fun, playing with fun makeup, fun expensive makeup for date night. Yeah, I have no idea what is even playing in movie theaters these days. I think didn't they kind of push everything out to Netflix and stuff like that instead? Speaking of which, if you want a completely inappropriate but hilarious TV show, Letterkenny on Hulu. It's actually really funny. We finished all 8 seasons in just, I don't know, like a month. So now we're anxiously waiting for 2021 when I think everybody is, but maybe a new TV show. Okay, but SVU is coming back on, I think, soon. So maybe even the week that this goes live, I don't know. I'm gonna take that same green shade and go right underneath my lash line right here in the middle. So yeah, tell me what you guys are watching these days. Tell me what you guys do on date nights. Are you even doing them? I had a comment from a gal I went to high school with. Hi, Len, by the way. Not just went to high school with. We were 6th grade camp counselors together and did a musical together and stuff. She continued on and did musical theater, and she's fantastically talented. She actually sang at my mom's wedding, now that I think about it. Hi, Len. How's Jeff? How are the kids? So, sorry. Anyway, she had said recently in a comment, what's date night? And I'm like, oh, think about it. It's like maybe some people are still not going out. Maybe they're just staying at home and kind of avoiding crowds and people. And I get that. I do have this gel eyeliner that came with the Hocus Pocus collection, and it's purple, and I've wanted an excuse to wear it. Why not? It hasn't even been opened yet. I like Hocus Pocus. Finally got my husband to watch it. He'd never seen it before. He didn't really care for it. I think he really liked Sarah Jessica Parker in it, but he's not like a Bette Midler fan, so I don't think he was really super impressed with her acting or singing in it. I do have a coffee cup, a big ginormous mug that says, I put a spell on you and now you're mine. I do have a little bit of fallout, and I think putting that green shimmer underneath my eyes was probably not the smartest thing to do, truth be told. So I'm gonna have to go over the top of it and try to tone down some of the errant, like, flicks of sparkly bits. I do really like the purple up above, like closer to the lash line, up above that green. Kind of greenish goldish color kind of pokes out underneath it. I think that's actually really pretty. Put a little coat of Dark Star mascara on, and I'll be right back. A couple coats of mascara on. And I feel like I still need to kind of clean up a little bit of the glitter. I didn't yet, and I should have, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of this concealer again. So yeah, date night tonight is really gonna be just my husband and I going out and enjoying our once a week glass of wine now, since we're teetotaling it during the week in our attempts to become healthier and not be victims of our own devices. I don't know that I need a highlighter on, but I feel like maybe my blush, I didn't grab any more. I'm just gonna kind of go over the top of it here. So the bold eyeshadow, I feel like I've got a little bit of like Mardi Gras, purple, green, gold kind of thing going on, and I don't mind that at all. I don't know that I love the lipstick though. I think I need to do a lighter lip color, because I think that the eyes, you can't tell, but I think the eyes are actually really pretty and probably need to be a little bit more focused, where my lips don't need that much attention. I want to do something a little bit more subtle. All right, we've cleaned up. See how much darker my eyes look now that I've just done that? I've got a KKW lip liner. We're gonna try this one instead. She's like the queen of nude lips, right? Lips are lined. This might have been the one that I tried on at the center of my lips, but we're gonna put this on now with that nude lip liner. That feels a lot more balanced. Like I feel like I've got more attention to my eyes now, as opposed to competing with my lips. This shade is, which one? Skin Sane. And I like it, but I feel like it needs a little gloss. What do you guys think? Somebody should have used this gloss that I just tried on a few minutes ago. Oh yeah, I like that. Totally appropriate. Not too crazy for date night. I mean, nothing about it is screaming drag queen. Not that there's anything wrong with drag queens. I'm gonna take a little of the Hourglass Soft Focus Setting Spray. You know what I should have done before I did that? Put a little powder on, but I didn't do that. I'm so excited about this eyeshadow look, you guys. I like it. This is a fun palette for date night. It's a fun palette to play with. It's creative, it's different. If you are stepping out of your comfort zone for $78, I think, take advantage of sales if you can get it off of like Sephora VIB sale. I don't know if it's gonna still be going on when this comes on. I have a Sephora VIB sale haul that's ridiculous, but I also have a lot of other stuff too. So if there's things that have been released recently or content that you guys would like to see, I am not a professional makeup artist. I am a lady of a certain age who wants to help you guys navigate makeup and just talk with stuff, and I miss having girlfriends to talk to. So there you guys go. Here's me talking at you, but I really do want you guys to comment down below. Kind of tell me what's going on in your life. Let's have a conversation. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram at Sheli Tsunami. You guys can DM me over there. I do my best to respond. I don't always respond to every like collab request because it's like, hey, buy a bunch of our stuff and we'll send you a code. And I'm like, yeah, no, not so much anymore. I have enough stuff. I don't need any more stuff. I know that some of my favorite subscribers out there, you guys that always comment and always interact in some way, this is not going to be the look that always, you know, floats your boat, gets your attention. Today, I'm feeling creative enough. I'm feeling pretty enough. I'm excited to go have a glass of wine. God, you guys, I'm sorry. I haven't even started drinking yet. I probably should have. This is one of those days where I could have done a little day drinking. I actually found some funny sweatshirts. What is it? Tyrion Lannister used to say, I drink and I know things. I think I actually have that on a t-shirt. It's bad. This is bad. So I'm gonna go have a glass of wine tonight. I'm gonna go change my clothes, put on something a little bit more date night appropriate. I'm gonna go put on some high heels because I haven't worn shoes in days and I probably had to do that. And then I'm gonna go have a glass of wine with my husband and maybe even food. I'm trying to remember if I actually ate today. So just so you guys know, I've been working out since like the beginning of July, religiously every single day. I think I've maybe missed 3 days in the entire time since I started working out every day. Very proud of myself. Some days I do better than others. Like some days it's just cardio and not like weights, but I try to do enough of everything. I try to make sure I work in strength training and cardio and all 9 yards. And I've been trying to be very cognizant of what I've been eating. Just this last week, or last couple weeks, drinking a bunch of chlorophyll water. Some of it is better than others. Just in case you want a recommendation, let me know. But it has also like good health properties and stuff. So I'm enjoying that actually. It feels good instead of just drinking just water. And obviously not drinking pop, but drinking the chlorophyll water is actually kind of fun. And then I've been doing like supplements of different things. So I do like a collagen supplement that's supposed to help, you know, hair, skin, nails kind of a thing. I think it might have biotin in it. And then I just started this last week or so, started doing the apple cider vinegar gummies with the mother enzyme in it. So I don't know what it's supposed to do. I think something good, maybe. I feel like maybe it's curbed my appetite a little bit, so that's good. I did have a little tiny salad today. That's the only thing I've eaten today. And then maybe half the week I'll do one of the Daily Harvest shakes and put in some like Premier vanilla protein and mix that up. And that'll be like the majority of what I eat during the day. And then I'm trying to think if I do any other vitamins. I do think I have a daily vitamin that I've been doing too, like an immuno boost type daily vitamin. So the chlorophyll water, the Daily Harvest, the 3 different vitamin supplements that are probably more sugar than anything else because they're like gummy vitamins. Still trying to drink more water throughout the day, but that chlorophyll water, because it's like a 20-ounce bottle, tends to get me through it. I do still have a cup of coffee in the morning. I've got an espresso machine and I just cannot live without that. But the good thing is when I had like a regular coffee pot, I was drinking like a pot of coffee a day. As fast as I'm talking, you'd think that I still do. But I have like 1 cup of Nespresso in the morning and that's all I need. Well, hello there, husband.
Hi, what are you doing?
I just got done filming and I'm gonna change my clothes. But my makeup's on, so that's a good thing. Hey, say until my next video, bye for now.
Until my next video. Bye for now.
Thanks. All right, I'll turn this off.